Flick warns. After Dortmund's 4-goal victory, don't be fooled by the result. The next challenge is tougher. Hans Flick, the manager of Barcelona, expressed his great happiness with the performance and result achieved by his team after their impressive 4-0 victory over Borussia Dortmund in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League quarterfinals. However, he stressed the need to stay focused, confirming that qualification is not yet secured. Flick said in his post-match comments, reported by Spanish newspaper Sport, "No, we haven't qualified yet. You never know what can happen. Football is a crazy sport. We need to play like we did today, in the same way in Dortmund. They are a very good team, but we must trust ourselves and reduce errors. That's the most important thing." The German coach explained that the team showed a great level of performance but sees a lot of room for improvement, saying, "I think we played really well, and that's the most important thing. When you play like this, you score goals, and that's what happened. But we also made a lot of mistakes, and these are things we need to work on and improve." Flick talks about the performance of Barcelona's young players. Regarding the performance of the young players, Flick praised the quality of the team as a whole, not just player Lamine Yamal. "It's not just Lamine, there are many players here who have great quality. They believe in themselves, they have great confidence, and they love the way we want to play football. The fans react with us, and the enthusiasm we feel from the stands is truly amazing, and that's something I really like." He added, "I'm very happy, but we can still improve in some areas. What I like is that the team has a sense of self-criticism. We made some mistakes, and that gave the opponent a chance to get back into the match." Flick then turned his attention to his German opponents, praising their capabilities. "Borussia Dortmund is an excellent team when they get the ball and launch counterattacks, but we defended really well, especially in the second half. I'm happy with the result and the performance." He confirmed that the good performance is the result of hard work. "We work hard, we train hard, and during matches we always try to give our best. A 4-0 result is great, but we still have a tough match ahead in Dortmund, and I know how difficult it is to play there in front of their wonderful fans." Flick comments on the big win against Dortmund. Despite the big win, Flick was keen to focus on the details, explaining, "In the first half, we created a lot of chances, but we only scored 1 goal. We need to be more effective in front of the goal, and that's something we need to develop." He added, "The result is great, and the plan was executed at a high level, but the mistakes we made need to be addressed, especially against a team with high attacking quality like Dortmund." Barcelona's coach confirmed that all the players finished the match in good condition, noting that the focus will now shift to the next match. "We have a tough match against Leganés, and we will be playing every 3 or 4 days. We need to assess the players' condition tomorrow and the day after, and I truly appreciate the professionalism of my players." Flick also spoke about Ansu Fati's involvement, confirming that he deserved the minutes he got. "I've spoken to Ansu several times, and I expected him to train hard, which he's done in the last few weeks. I didn't promise him minutes, but with the result, it was important to give him some time to implement what he's been training. He truly deserved it." The German coach concluded his comments, confirming that the road is still long, and success only comes through focus and continuous improvement. "We need to maintain the same focus we showed tonight and continue working with the same enthusiasm and ambition." Lewandowski. "Our goal is always to win. And the Champions League doesn't recognize safety." Polish forward Robert Lewandowski expressed his great happiness with Barcelona's performance after their overwhelming 4-0 victory over Borussia Dortmund in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League quarterfinals, confirming that the team does not just look at what has been achieved, but focuses on the challenges that remain on the road to winning the continental title. The Polish forward received the Man of the Match award after scoring 2 goals and contributing to the 4th goal scored by Lamine Yamal during the match, which took place at the Olympic Louis Camp Nou Stadium. Lewandowski said in his post-match comments, as reported by Spanish newspaper Marca, "At this moment, we're not thinking about the semi-finals. We have another match. It's true that we scored 4 goals at home, but we still have the second leg in Dortmund." Lewandowski reveals Barcelona's goals after the win over Dortmund. He added, "It doesn't matter who we play against or where we play. We always want to impose our style of play on the pitch. We're going to Dortmund to win, and that's our goal. That's always what's on our minds. Yes, we're very happy now, but the job is not finished yet. Lewandowski praised the team's performance in the second half, saying, "I think we played with a lot of power and well in the second half, and we managed to score 4 goals, but if you score 4 goals in the first leg, it doesn't mean the job is done." He added, "In Dortmund, you have to play at the same level or better. This is football. You always have to be ready before each match, and it doesn't matter how many goals you've scored before, the Champions League doesn't recognize safety." About the team's collective performance, the Polish star said, "I think we played as a team, and that's the most important thing. Whether it's me, Lamine, or Rafinha, whoever scored 1, 2, or 3 goals, in the end, we score for Barcelona. We always want to play together and give our best." Lewandowski concluded his comments by talking about the positive atmosphere within the team. "We understand each other well, not just on the pitch but also off it. We have great potential in this team, but what happened today is just one step in the quarterfinals. We still have 1, 2, 3, or even 4 steps before we achieve what we aim for." Has restored balance to the equation that Barcelona has always searched for. How to be beautiful and effective at the same time. 25 wins in 29 Champions League matches? That's an unbelievable number. It took me a long time to reach a number like that, and perhaps I never did. Even if I had laid the foundations for a certain playing philosophy, Flick today proves that he is not just building on previous ideas, but creating his own vision. He has surpassed the boundaries of imitation and risen to the level of creativity. And as a coach, I don't feel envious of this, but I feel admiration, and perhaps I learn from it. What Flick is doing teaches us all a lesson in evolution. Football doesn't stop. Those who think that glory can be preserved in a bottle lose it. You must reinvent yourself, day after day. And Barcelona, which has known both rises and falls, glories and setbacks, is rising once again with a new identity, the same greatness, but with a different tune. I'm not saying this team is a replica of Barcelona in 2009 or 2011. No, this team is not a repetition of anyone. It is Flick's team, a team that designs its style of play based on the realities of the era. A team that knows when to press and when to fall back, when to attack down the wings and when to penetrate through the middle, when to kill the game and when to enjoy it. At every moment you feel there is a cool mind reading the scene and deciding. But even more than that, you feel there is a new spirit in the team, a spirit that knows no fear. It doesn't play for survival, but plays to dominate. And how beautiful it is to see that return to Camp Nou, after years of wandering, doubt, and searching for identity. I know that the Barcelona fans, who have always been a critical and discerning crowd, fully realize what they have now. They know that what is happening is not a matter of chance, nor the result of individual brilliance alone, but the fruit of daily work, of a mentality from a coach who believed in the team, in himself, and in the philosophy he builds with every training, every match, every detail. I feel a real pride. A pride that doesn't diminish my past work, but completes it. Football is not an eternal competition of who was best, but it is a story that can accommodate many heroes. And today, Hansi Flick is one of those heroes who is writing an exceptional chapter in the story of this great club. And I say it honestly, if this performance continues, and if this team maintains its momentum, then talking about Barcelona as one of the title contenders will not be enough. We will have to say it clearly. Barcelona has returned to terrorize Europe, to inspire generations, and to prove that greatness does not die, but waits for someone to revive it, with the mind and with passion. Reports. Barcelona targets. Fiorentina fullback in summer Italian and Spanish media reports have stated that Barcelona's sporting director, Deco, has begun discussions with Fiorentina to explore the possibility of signing Brazilian fullback Dodo, who is continuing negotiations with the Viola over a contract extension. According to Football Spain, Deco has had direct talks with Dodo's agent, Giuliano Bertolucci, who manages the careers of several prominent Brazilian stars such as Bruno Guimaraes, Newcastle, Gabriel Magalhães, your Arsenal, and Douglas Luiz, Juventus. It seems that Barcelona is prioritizing the strengthening of both fullback positions ahead of next summer's transfer window, provided this aligns with the club's financial regulations. Coach Hansi Flick already has defender Jules Koundé as an option at right back, but Dodo offers a completely different style of play, being known for his standout attacking abilities. The Brazilian often pushes forward, transforming into a right winger or even a forward when his team is in possession, making him a potential valuable addition to Barcelona's squad. On the other hand, Fiorentina is aiming to retain their Brazilian star by offering a new and improved contract, with his current deal running until the summer of 2027. However, the two parties have yet to reach a final agreement, with expectations that negotiations will resume in the coming weeks. What did Guardiola say about Barcelona's big win against Borussia Dortmund in the UEFA Champions League? When I sit down to watch a Barcelona match this season, I don't watch it only as a coach, but as a person who has been there. As a lover of those colors, of those stands, of that grass that preserved our steps, sweat, and memories. Barcelona is not just a club to me. It is the most important page in my career, the place where I discovered my identity, and its philosophy taught me that football is bigger than results. It is a reflection of thought, of culture, and of a deep human vision. And today, as I watch what Hansi Flick is doing, I find myself unable to just pass by what is happening. No, what is happening at Camp Nou this season is not normal, nor is it a passing thing or a fleeting moment where a star rises and then fades. We are witnessing a real project, a project that is redefining the greatness of Barcelona, but this time with a German vision and a Catalan heart. The 4-0 win over Borussia Dortmund was not just a big victory in a Champions League night. It was a clear statement. It was a new announcement that Barcelona is back, not just to participate, but to dominate. They attack Dortmund relentlessly, with a structure akin to a finely tuned orchestra, with not a single note out of harmony. I watched how the team moved as one, how the attack was built from the back with a cool head and a fiery heart, and how the counterattack turned into an emotional onslaught that was unstoppable. But I don't want to just talk about the match. I want to talk about the whole context. 23 matches since the beginning of 2025 without defeat? 19 wins and 4 draws? Those aren't ordinary numbers. They are the numbers of a team that demands nothing less than perfection, a team that knows no slack and lives on the edge of maximum performance. And that requires something deeper than tactics. It requires exceptional mental management, the creation of a healthy competitive environment, and leadership of a special kind. This is where the talk of Flick comes in. Many know him as the coach who led Bayern Munich to the treble, as a manager who masters organization and discipline. But few could have predicted that he would reshape Barcelona in this way. I, despite everything I know about football, didn't imagine that he would succeed in blending German strength with Catalan flexibility so effectively. He has given the